Hey guys, welcome to part 17 of Let's Play Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the 360. In the last part we helped some civilians escape the city because the city is not having a good time and it's still not having a good time. So now what we have to do, just like always, is now that we've done the story mission version, we now have to just go around and do 2 more of the Hovercraft evacuations. So I'm just waiting for one to spawn in. Because on the map, when it's like when your main mission is to do one of these side quest things, it comes up on your map, but it flashes because, as you can see, there's other little symbols on the map which represent like city goals you can do, but they won't flash if you don't have to do them. And this is really annoying. There should be one coming up by now. There should be. Alright, well, seeing how that's not happening, I'm going to stand next to this thing, and if I grab this token... Yeah, off screen I decided to grind some of these and to try and level up because it seems like now we have to get across the city quite a lot. Like a lot of these missions or in between missions we just have to swing in between locations. So it seems like having my web swing be a bit quicker is a good idea. Because if you remember, leveling up makes you quicker when it comes to your web swing. I don't know if you can really notice it. I can't really notice it since I leveled up, but I guess I am going quicker. I really couldn't say. And it also increases your health, so that's always a good thing. What the hell is going on? Why isn't one spawning in? I'm getting all the other stuff spawning in, just for some reason no hovercraft evacuations are showing up. There we go, there's one. Wow, that just took forever. I don't know what was going on with that. So all of these start on the floor, or on the ground floor. There it is. Because for some reason as part of this mission it makes you just run up the wall. I don't know why you can just start on the top of the building. I don't know why the game forces you to be on the floor, but whatever, it's fine. So there's not that much to these, you just gotta do what you did before. Yep, thank you. It's pretty much exactly the same but a bit easier. Yeah, I know, I noticed. But as you can see, these civilians are capable of defending themselves. Yeah, thanks. Just stop chatting in my ear. It's very distracting. So with the tokens... Stop saying... Just... Oh. Okay, so if you remember before, earlier in the Let's Play, I said that... Alright, I'm getting away from this guy. He just keeps interrupting me and it's just not on. So if you remember, I said that I wasn't going to grind tokens. I was going to get them all on screen. And I think the reason I said that, I can't quite remember why I would say that, that's a silly thing to say. I think in my head I was always planning to try and do 100% run of this game. Like with Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the DS, I got 100%, I got every single collectible. But in that game there wasn't as many, and they were mostly just upgrades. So it was kind of easier to do. With this game there's so many... Oh yeah! There's no way you could possibly fit this guy on. I don't like that guy. I don't like the pilot of this ship. I'm not a fan of his. So yeah, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get 100% in this game. Don't get annoyed at me! I'm doing it! Ah, right, so it would just... It's ridiculous. There's so many tokens that showing them on screen is just kind of unrealistic. Because I'm just Let's Playing this game, it would be unrealistic if I tried to show every single token. And it would just be really boring and tedious. So, if you want to find out where all the tokens are, you're just going to have to look up a map or something like that. Because it would just ruin the Let's Play if I spent several parts finding them all. And I don't really want to find them all. That would take forever. Because there's quite a lot. At the moment I think we have 200? Or 150? No, I think that was 200 in total. And then I have to collect another 150 to reach the next level, and that isn't the next level, so it's just... Nah, I'm not going to do that. Alright, so now that I've done one of these hovercraft evacuations, I literally have to do the exact same thing again by swinging around, so instead of boring you to tears, I'm just going to cut back until I've done it. Right, there we go, that was very dull. A little tip there, because you have to go back to Stark Tower once you've beaten them, so there is a spawn point for the hovercraft missions right on top of that building. So a good thing to do is to just go all the way to Stark Tower, and that one should spawn. It just kind of saves you a little time.
What do you want, Spider-Man? This black suit of yours, it is alive, yes?
So far as I know, it's a symbiote. It lives off me, but it also gives me additional powers.
You are sure the relation is symbiotic and not simply parasitic?
If it was a parasite, it'd be harming me, rather than giving me strength and reflexes. What?
I am wondering what your plan is, should you discover that the suit is not as beneficiary as you think.
It's not going to come to that, okay? Look, I know how these things work. It's not going to come to that.
I have an urgent mission for you.
Are you saying all that other stuff was not?
I am saying that you will go out at once to assist one of my combat teams that is under attack by flying symbiotes.
I see. Free trip to Vultureland.
You are my only available asset. Get there as fast as you can.
On my way. Even though you called me an asset.
So she says get there as fast as you can, but you have to go over here where where these hovercrafts are, and you have to just stand on top of them. So I'm pretty sure Spider-Man is faster than these hovercrafts, so I don't quite know why I have to hang out with these guys. I also find it really weird when they keep talking about the suit, because of course there's the suit, but I never use it. So of course I think the whole point is that you're meant to be using the suit as well as normal Spider-Man, but for this Let's Play I've just been using normal Spider-Man because I prefer him to the powerful one. Alright, so this mission, well, mission might be a bit generous. All you got to do is keep up with these hovercrafts and you will be attacked by Vulturelings. This is pretty much exactly what we did before with Vulturelings. I think that's what they were called, even though that name is unbelievably stupid. So really, instead of Vulturelings, we now have Vulturelings. So good stuff with the naming. I can't argue with those names. Oh no, off we go. So the important thing here is to keep up with the hovercrafts. You don't even really need to attack the Vulturelings because they just fly about and don't really do much. But of course it's, you know, good to take them out. You get some XP, I think. Not too sure. But the hovercrafts don't have health. So you're not trying to defend them, you're just kind of trying to keep up with them. But it's also beneficial to take out the Vulturelings because if you just stand on top of the hovercraft, like we did with the Vultureling mission, then you just get attacked. So it's kind of worth to not be on top of them. But this mission makes me really think that it could have been really cool if this mission was a bit more fleshed out. Like Spider-Man swinging along hovercrafts, you know, defeating enemies. I don't know, I feel like there's something there. Like it could have been a lot of fun if they expanded it a bit more. Not make it an escort mission, no, heavens no. But, you know, something like this. But instead we just kind of have to follow these guys to a location. Alright, so the second part of this mission is optional, which I know sounds weird, but as you can see we have all those guys on the roof and they just take care of the problem themselves. They just disappear. You don't have to do anything for that mission, or this part of the mission. This whole mission is pretty much a joke. All you have to do is go to this location and then wait for the game to... It's weird. I don't quite know what happens. I think oh dear. I think the whole thing is that this hovercraft has to land, so it just lands. And whenever it lands, all the enemies disappear whether or not you defeat them. But the game tells you defeat the enemies, but you don't have to do that at all. Look, our mission still says protect the SHIELD agents on the roof, but they seem pretty good to me. Oh well, let's just talk to Moon Knight.
The combat team is safe, but our work is not done.
I had a feeling.
Spider-Man, there is a large concentration of these creatures nearby.
Right, knock down the flying symbiotes.
You must destroy the source of these creatures.
You discovered the pods that hatch these flying things?
I'm afraid so.
Oh sure, nests just make more symbiotes.
Yeah, we did that mission. Somehow. That's got to be the easiest one in the whole game, really. Right, so now that the game has introduced us to Vulturelings, just like with Electrolings, we have to go around the city and destroy a load of them. Although, with the Electrolings, I think it was, you had to, 5 pods, maybe? I want to say 5 sounds about right. You had to defeat 5 pods and 15 Electrolings. This one, it's double. Ugh. So, this one, it just takes forever. Okay, see, the game's telling me that Moon Knight needs help. And now the thing's gone. It is... Oh, no, is it back? Oh no, those are just pods. Okay, good. I really don't know what that is. If anyone has managed to get those, like, things to work, where the game tells you that someone needs help, if anyone's got those to work, please let me know what they are. Because I won't be showing them off in the Let's Play, because every time I try and help out, the game just doesn't do it. Like, nothing happens. I go to that location and it disappears after a while. So, that's why, if you ever see me ignoring messages like that, that's why, because they don't work. The game's a little bit broken in that respect. Or maybe it's not broken, maybe I'm just doing something wrong, I don't know. So, you're going to find all these pods and Vulturelings on rooftops. So, my best advice for doing this is because it takes forever, but the best way to fight these guys is to just web strike. Because the pods are really annoying and you can take down almost all their health or do a ton of damage to them by web striking, as long as you hit X at the same time, which I'm not very good at, if I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to be honest. So you just keep web striking the whole time. There's like no point in trying to punch them, because also the Vulturelings will dive bomb you. So if you stay in one location for too long, you're just going to get hit by the Vulturelings. So just keep web striking and eventually you will take down enough. But it's pretty tedious. I don't quite know why they made... Oh dear, that's not good. I don't quite know why the game makes you do quite so many. I mean, we are getting towards the end of the game, by the way. We don't have that many parts left and the game's done. God, I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad at doing the web strike. Right, X. There we go. I think I'm just doing it too late. X. Okay, I've got this down. Because I'm not very good at this web striking business. Somebody left a comment on one of these videos saying, I had no trouble taking out the pods, and I completely believe them. I just have a really hard time with it for some reason. But no, all you got to do is web swing, or web strike, sorry. But the weird thing with the pods is that whenever you find the pods, you're not necessarily going to find a load of Vulturelings. Like, Vulturelings kind of seem to travel in their own group, I found. Not completely independent of the pods, but they do seem to hang out, like, by themselves in a big group. But once you find a group of Vulturelings, just keep web striking between them. I know I keep saying that, but that's like the only advice I can give. Although it's quite good. Oh, no. Ow. Come on. You're not supposed to be here. You're not part of the mission. And you don't... Oh, there's your health bar. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I might die. I hope I don't. That would really suck. This mission isn't hard. It's just long. Right, there we go. See, if you find a group of Vulturelings, then you can get a load done at once. And also, there's an achievement to... Oh, it's called like Juggler or something like that. Oh, what is it called? It's something like that, where pretty much you have to just stay in the air web striking enemies for... I think 20 enemies you have to do it for. So, this is where you get that achievement. Because that's what I was managed to do. You just have to find a big group of enemies. Oh, stop bothering Moon Knight. Leave him alone. He's just doing his cool guy pose. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if you just find a big, you know, group of them, the achievement's pretty easy to get. Because I was like, wow, 20 enemies. I think it's 20 enemies. I hope I'm getting that right. And 20 enemies seems a bit rough. Okay, so this mission does take forever. So once again, I'm going to cut away. This part is going to have... I know it's already had a few cuts, but there is a lot of just busy work that we're doing. The game just makes you do the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to destroy this. Or get eaten by it, either way, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, so we're back, and now that we've done that, let's talk to Moon Knight.
This area has been cleared of the infestation. Good work.
Thanks. I'm heading back to S.H.I.E.L.D. to see if Black Widow needs help.
Okay, so yeah, we just have to go back to Stark Tower. So, I'm sorry that I cut out so much, because that was about 10... It took me about 10 minutes to do that, but it really was just the same thing over and over again. I think that mission would have worked a lot better if they kept it to just 5 and 15. Like if you only had to take out 15 enemies. Because once you have to take out 30 of them, oh, it can just drag. And it can really drag sometimes because the spawning is really dodgy in this game. Because as you can see, the city events that are going on are randomly generated. So the ones that you have to do as part of the story are also randomly generated. But it's not perfect. Like if you remember with the Vulturelings, I showed it off that sometimes they would just disappear. And also, by the way, this isn't my recording. Or this isn't my HD PVR messing up. This is just on the game. The game is just not loading very well right now. But yeah, so sometimes the randomly generated events will just disappear even if you're close to them. And it didn't happen to me that time doing that mission. Just do be aware of it. And I guess my best advice if that starts happening is to just move away from the area. Because it's probably that you're just in a bad part of the city for it trying to load. And apparently this whole city... Oh, Black Widow's not there. Although I don't think she's meant to be there. I was about to complain at the game for being glitchy, but not this time.
Get the engineers back on those barriers. Tell the pilots on standby to grab a rifle and deploy on the line. If we fail here, there's no retreat. I want every man who can fire a gun to limp, crawl, or drag themselves out here to hold this line. Shield is the last defense for all of Manhattan. Maybe for the entire world. Stand ready.
Wow.
That goes for you too. The 3 gates are the most critical point of our defense. Damn it! They are attacking the gate emitters. Spider-Man, take them out before they destroy it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good advice. Don't open your doors or window for aliens. Just, if they knock on the door, just pretend you're not in. That's the way you got to do it. You got to do it like Jehovah's Witnesses. They're very similar in a lot of ways. That's probably offensive, but who cares? So, out of nowhere, apparently the symbiotes are now launching a big attack on S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know how they're able to coordinate this. They seem to be kind of just dumb, most of these creatures, but apparently at this point in the story they're now like, hey, we should take out that big thing. So that's what they're doing. So this mission's pretty simple. I think the game tells you that you have to do this for 5 minutes, and I'm not 100%... Oh, bloody hell, this is terrible. I'm not 100% sure if that's 5 in-game minutes or 5 real minutes, but it tells you when you only have 1 more minute to go. Hold on, it's telling me there's an alien around here. Oh well. Yeah, so it tells you when you only have a minute to go, so this is really just a matter of time. It's just a completely time-based thing. So there's these 3 different gates, and these normal troops will actually try and attack the gates, but then you'll have normal enemies who will try and, you know, attack you. But as you can see, if they jump into this big electric barrier, they just kill themselves, so they're not that smart. So the best thing for doing this is... That was weird. Oh, whatever. The best thing for doing this is to just go between the 3 gates. Like, once so many of these aliens or these creatures are at the gates, they will disable it. So you kind of have to juggle between them. But I found with these creatures that I'm fighting now, that they seem to be more dependent on Spider-Man and where his location is more than anything. So if they just spawn where you're going to or where you are. So as you can see, a load just spawned here, but I don't quite know why. They just seem to spawn when Spider-Man is, so don't worry about them. Just make sure that you're taking out these guys, because they're the ones who lowers the gate, and they're the ones that are going to do the damage. So just keep going in between them like this, because if you leave one of them for too long, this will happen. I don't know what happens if you fail, because I've never failed at this mission, because it's relatively simple. So I don't know what happens if you fail, or if you can fail, or what. I mean, obviously if you die you fail, but I don't know if the symbiotes can take over the base, because there's no health or anything like that. You just gotta keep it going. And where is this alien? Is there one in the base? Oh, there is one in the base. How did he get in here? And it's a purple one. They're not even part of this mission. That's weird. That's really weird. Can't spend too much time on it though. I've got to defend this place. Yeah, so there's no health, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, if you're defeating certain enemies in a certain section, just, well, don't take your time, but don't be too fussed about it. And also the radar at the bottom of the screen is really useful for telling you where the enemies are. So the radar in this mission doesn't move. It's, as you can see, even though I'm moving, the radar isn't. So Spider-Man is that little light blue arrow there. And for some reason the game doesn't tell you where the normal aliens are, it only tells you where these guys are, which isn't really too useful, because they're not the ones you got to be worried about. But yeah, so actually, does it look... Hold on, I'm trying to see, because the other two green dots I'm pretty sure are the gates. And I'm trying to see if the green dots go red when they're being disabled. Maybe I should do a little experiment. Maybe I should let one of these gates get disabled and see if the green dots go red. They should do, but... See, it's this middle one. This middle one will never get disabled, or it takes forever for it to get disabled, because logically you come to this one a lot more than the other gates, because all you're doing is going side to side. I'll forget you then. If you're going to be like that, I'm off. But these side ones are. No, the green dot stays green even if it's being disabled. That doesn't seem to be too useful. I would quite like to know when one of the gates is being messed up. Oh well, I can't complain. It's a very easy mission. And you'll probably notice that we're not fighting a symbiote Vulture. But that is coming. Because of course with Electro we had to go fight Electro right after we did the Clear or the Vulturelings mission. Get out of it, I'm swinging away. You can't come too. I'm just going to beat you up. That's what's going to happen. I don't want. I just feel bad about it if he wants to come with me on my misadventures. Oh well, we've almost done this part of the mission anyway. Right, let's try and get some more of those counter attacks. Boom! Oh no, I messed up. Damn it. I think we're almost done. It came up with a minute to go, so I guess it is real time. Looking at my timer. Right, we just have to go over here. And let's see. Oh, I just warped. Cool. Okay, so now we've got one more minute, and in this minute all we have to do is defend this door. So now we have these new enemies called Berserkers. I don't know what the other version of these are called, because of course we've encountered enemies like this before, they just haven't been all red. But these guys don't really seem to be that much stronger or smarter or anything like that. You just gotta beat them up. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh no, okay, maybe they are a little bit stronger. They're really easy to take out though, you shouldn't have a problem with them. But now all your focus is to just stop the Berserkers from destroying this door. Which is very easy because they come one at a time and you only have to do it in a minute. And once this minute is up we're going to airstrike this place. Which, you know, you guys should probably move. In 15 seconds this place is gonna blow up. As we're going to see in this cutscene in 10 seconds. It's quite brutal. I don't quite get what the plan was here, but... Right, the door is secure and the day is saved. Sort of. That's so brutal. I don't quite understand it. Why did they just carpet bomb this place? And why is Black Widow still alive? Like, surely everyone here is dead. Like, because the bomb, it got leveled, completely leveled. This shouldn't be here, whatever this is. But no, apparently that's it. We saved the day, and Stark Tower and Shield, they're all fine. They took the bombing quite well. I guess it was just a bomb that only affected aliens, I don't know. So either way, next time in Let's Play Spider-Man Web of Shadows, now that we've helped Shield out, we're going to go meet MJ. You know that woman we're like married to? I think they're married at this point, I don't know. But we're going to see if she's an alien or not. So I've been OnStorm23, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.